Hello to my fellow HO slot car racers. Thanks for checking out the video here. This is Mark Natividad with West Coast Slot Cars in Los Angeles, California. And I want to start today by saying a few thank yous to all the people that I've been doing business with over the years. And I want to make sure that they get recognized for the good work that they've been doing in keeping the hobby alive. I want to say thank you, first of all, to Steve over at AFX. Been a fan for many years. I think I got my first set in 1972. So yeah, that's been some years there, but thanks, Steve, for making the hobby fun and keeping the hobby alive and inventing the products that you come up with and keeping AFX on top of their game over there. Next, I want to thank Nick over at Super Tires. And Nick, thank you again for your hard work at making those tires. I know you're at it again. You're always at it. I think I called last time and Sandy said you were making tires. So, all right. But thank you again. Thanks for keeping us on the track, Nick. We appreciate it. Thank you to Gary over at Scale Auto. I've been doing business with him for a while, and Mr. Ingenious over there has got a new chassis you guys may want to check out. It's pretty awesome over at Scale Auto. And I want to say thank you to Terry Flynn over at Hardin Creek Slot Cars. He has been working hard on the Lifelike and the bodies and keeping Lifelike name out there and keeping us on the track with our Lifelike cars. And last but not least is Dan Cronin over at Viper, and he's in Utah now, so we miss you out here in California, but I'm sure he's happy in Utah. But thanks, guys. I appreciate you, and I know that everybody else does as well. All right, so today's video is going to be a fun one. It's going to be on some fun things, just some interesting things that I've been thinking about and I've done over the years, and I just want to share them with you. So first things first, I'm going to remove my business card. Check this out here. Got a little, actually a Lifelike Corvette. This is one that is from Lifelike, not the new Hardin Creek bodies, but pretty close. This is a custom sticker label that I created with my P-Touch label maker. So I got one of these. I was messing around with it the other day, and I was wondering if I could make some pretty cool numbers to see what I could come up with. So check this out. I think I got it all set up. I just got to turn it on. I'm going to hit print, and it's going to come out with one number here. Let's see what number. I just punched in a random one here. Oh, lucky number 17. All right, you guys can see that. All right, so what we're going to do with that number is you're going to take some fine scissors. You're going to cut around the edges, the black edges there, and then you're going to end up with something like this. All right, kind of cool. Looks kind of Gran Turismo style. You could do whatever you like, make your own numbers, and it's fun. It's easy to do. Here's another one. I did a Tyco, a little different, but nevertheless, you can see that. It's kind of cool. So instant numbers for your cars. No need to decal or clear coat or anything like that. All right, next, let's see. Let's talk about, where is that? Let's talk about, look at this, the old controller plug. All right, well, actually this is a new controller plug, but I say the old controller plug because I have used my aftermarket controller, which has the 3 alligator clips on it. So I no longer need to plug in this controller. These are great. They come with the sets. This is a 120 from AFX. It's an older one, I think. Anyways, it's small. It fits in my son's hand pretty good. But as for me, well, you know, I want something a little bit more adult-like. So what I did was I made this adapter. So what I did is I pretty much pried open the plug and I rewired it, and I think I got 14 or 16 gauge in there. I can't remember what I put in there. And then I also wired some metal connectors on it so that I can attach my alligator clips to that. There we go. Hope you can see that. Gotta keep that in focus. So that's easy to do. You're just going to connect your black and your white on your controllers. If you've got 3, you got a black, a white, and a red. You're just going to connect your black and white ones. All right, next. Oh, this is a fun one. Check this out. Ooh, tire sandwich. It's tire stacking. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it tire stacking. So you all know, if you run in these cars, this is one I got off of eBay, and the tires were so dry. I mean, I couldn't even get any traction. It would just sit there. And I think if I pushed the car, it was faster. But nevertheless, so what I did I needed some tires that were big enough in circumference to actually handle these babies. So I think actually I sandwiched them over a pair of super tires. See that, Nick? Look what I did. There we go. So some ideas for you. And I don't know what kind of tires these are on the outside, but basically just put a set of super tires on there and found another tire that was stretched over that, and voila. I got tire sandwich. And I tried another combination here on this one. This isn't a tire sandwich, but just a little FYI. I used some different tires. And these, again, if you've gotten some of these, the 4x4 Bandits, their tires are drier than the Sahara Desert, and you get no traction. And I found these tires, or I got them in a lot of parts. I don't even know who makes these, if they're AJ's or I don't know, but they fit perfect and they fit well. And I got 4 on there, and I get pretty good traction with this little baby. It gets up and goes. All right. For next. Oh, this one's a cool one. All right, now I didn't do this because of the coronavirus. I must reiterate that. This was done a long time ago. But it's, it's kind of timely, isn't it? It's a Purell slot car livery. My humble paint job here. I could have done a little bit better masking, but my humble paint job. Hey, look, there's some more of those P-Touch stickers. That's a round one. I cut it out with the hole punch. So I took the label off of a Purell bottle, and I thought, hey, that would be kind of a cool custom livery. So we have the Purell livery here for the sign of the times, for the cleanest racing possible. So yeah, that was cool. And then I also made a little West Coast Slot Cars right there with my label maker as well. So there you go. There's some fun ideas. And I think last but not least on my fun list of 5 here is, last but not least, the CAN motors. Look at that. All right, that's a CAN motor, and I think that came out of a Tomy. I'm pretty sure it did. I don't know if it was a SRT or turbo, but same motor. It's having some issues, and I don't know if it's the magnets, if it's the connection, if the brushes are worn. But don't throw these away, because one is that too, it still has a good pinion on it right there, so that's good. So you want to keep that. There we go. I popped that little baby off there. You want to keep that. And number 2, sometimes the brushes are done in these. You can change the end bell. You got to be pretty careful, but I'm just going to use this, I think, for my Super G Plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my screwdriver and I'm going to pull it in there, and then I'm going to pry that piece off of there, and then I'm going to pop the motor out. There you go. So look, there's a nice motor. Again, I don't know if it's burned out, but what I usually do with these is I'm going to take my cleaner eraser, wherever that is. There it is, an old ink eraser here. I'm going to clean these until I can get a good shine on here, or at least no black marks. And then I'm going to put on my ohm meter and test it. So this one was running very, very, very slow. Again, if I pushed it, it would be faster. That's a joke. Second time I had to use that one. All right, so it's cleaning up pretty good. All right, so let's see how it ohms. Let me bring my meter in here, and let's see this here, and put those on there. Let's see where we got on the first 2 sides here of the poles. All right, dun 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 dun. Ah, 6.0. Look at that. So we got a 6 on there. There we go, a 6 on that side. So that's a good one. That's a 6 ohm arm. So that's a good one. So I can use that in my Super G Plus cars. All right, let's hit the other side and see what we come up with. All right, looks like we're pegging out at about 6.0 on 6.1, 6.2, 6.0. Around there somewhere. I'm sure if I cleaned it a little bit better, I'd be closer to a 6. But there you go. So don't throw away those CAN motors, and recycle everything that you can out. Maybe I'll even try to pry the magnets out and use them on my refrigerator. I don't know. All right, guys, that's it for now. From West Coast Slot Cars, again, this is Mark Natividad. Thank all of you for being in this hobby. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes and your comments. Always, always, always appreciate that. Have fun racing and race happy, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.